724 18 Rabbit, ruler of powerful Meyer city Kop N, installs Korak Skyer as ruler of his vassal city of Korig, who later famously captures and beheads 18 Rabbit in 738. In 1170, English Archbishop of Canterbury, Thomas Becket, assassinated before the high altar of Canterbury Cathedral by 4 knights. In 1503, Battle of Garigliano, Spanish army under Gonzalo Fernández de Córdoba defeats French forces in Italy, giving Spain control of the Kingdom of Naples. In 1508, Portuguese under Francisco de Almeida attack, pillage and burn the Muslim trading city of Dabal, Sultanate of Bijapur, modern India. In 1539, St. Jacob's Church burns after being hit by lightning. In 1541, Isabella of Poland and King Ferdinand of Austria sign Treaty of Gyarlu. Charles V buried 1558. Charles V, King of Spain and Holy Roman Emperor, buried in El Escorial, San Lorenzo de El Escorial, Spain. In 1566, Danish student and future astronomer Tycho Brahe loses part of his nose in a sword duel over who is the better mathematician. He wore a prosthetic nose the rest of his life. Vermeer joins Painters Guild 1653. Dutch painter Jan Vermeer becomes a member of the Guild of St. Luke for Painters in Delft. In 1705, Prosper Joliot de Carbillon's play Idem ne premieres in Paris. In 1708, Great Alliance occupies Ghent. In 1778, British troops occupy Savannah, Georgia. In 1782, the first nautical almanac in the US is published by Samuel Stearns in Boston. In 1786, French Revolution, the Assembly of Notables is convoked. In 1812, the USS Constitution, under the command of Captain William Bainbridge, captures the HMS Java off the coast of Brazil after a 3-hour battle. In 1813, British burn Buffalo, New York during War of 1812. In 1835, Treaty of New Equator is signed between the US government and representatives of a minority Cherokee political faction to cede all lands of the Cherokee east of the Mississippi River to the United States. In 1837, Canadian militia destroy Caroline, a US steamboat docked at Buffalo. In 1837, steam-powered threshing machine patented in Winthrop, Maine. In 1841, King and Grand Duke Willem Roman II installs Order of Eikenkroon. In 1845, Texas is admitted as the 28th state of the Union. In 1848, gas lights first installed at White House Polk's administration. 1851, First American Young Men's Christian Association IMCA chapter opened in Boston, Massachusetts. In 1852, Emmer Snodgrass is arrested in Boston for wearing pants. The Battle of the Huns. 1857, Franz Liszt's symphonic poem Hahnenschlacht, The Battle of the Huns, premieres in Weimar. In 1860, the first British seagoing ironclad warship, HMS Warrior, is launched. In 1862, the modern bowling ball is invented, made out of wood. In 1867, first telegraph ticker used by a brokerage house in Groesbeek Hoe, New York. 1876, 11 passenger cars crash in a ravine near Ashtabula, Ohio, 92 die. In 1890, US 7th Cavalry massacre 200 captive Sioux at Wounded Knee, South Dakota. In 1891, Edison patents his invention means for transmitting signals electrically, using induction rather than radio waves. In 1895, Dr. L.S. Jameson begins failed raid on Johannesburg. In 1899, British fleet seizes German Imperial mail steamer Bundesrath accused of carrying contraband. In 1900, General Viljoen surprise attack British garrison Telvisher. The Entertainer. 1902, Scott Joplin copyrights The Entertainer and several other piano rag compositions with the US Copyright Office. In 1903, French Equatorial Africa separates into Gabon, Chad and Ubangashari, Central African Republic. In 1906, Stanley Cup, Montreal Arena, Westmount, Quebec, Montreal Wanderers beat New Glasgow NS 7-2 for 17-5 aggregate challenge series victory. In 1908, patent granted for a 4-wheel automobile brake, Clintonville, Wisconsin. Sun Yat-sen elected. 1911, Chinese revolutionary Sun Yat-sen is elected the first president of the Republic of China. In 1911, Mongolia gains independence from the Qing dynasty. In 1911 proclamation restores de Gracia from Canada S coins. In 1911 San Francisco Symphony forms. In 1913 first movie serial The Adventures of Kathleen premieres in Chicago. In 1920 the Netherlands and Venezuela recover diplomatic relations. In 1920 Yugoslav government bans Communist Party. Mackenzie King sworn. In 1921 Mackenzie King is sworn in as the 10th Prime Minister of Canada. In 1922 Dutch Constitution proclaimed. In 1922 revised Netherlands law proclaims suffrage. In 1926 Vatican puts French fascist Charles Maurer's work on the index. In 1926 Victoria 1107 beat NSW 221-230 by an innings 656 runs. Sukarno arrested 1929 Dutch colonial authorities arrest Sukarno and other key PNI leaders in Java. In 1930 Fred Newton 27 becomes the first to swim the entire length of the Mississippi River from Fort Dam, Minnesota, to New Orleans, Louisiana. He covers 1,826 miles over 176 days, spending 742 hours in the water. In 1931 identification of heavy water publicly announced, H.C. Urey. In 1931 Victoria score 7 for 435 in second innings to beat NSW. Yankees refuse Babe Ruth release 1933 New York Yankees owner Jacob Ruppert refuses to release future Baseball Hall of Fame slugger Babe Ruth to manage the Cincinnati Reds. In 1934 Federico Garcia Lorca S. Yerma premieres in Madrid. In 1934 first collegiate basketball doubleheader is played at Madison Square Garden. Nick, New York University beats Notre Dame, 25-18. Westminster Adjacent, John S., 37-33. In 1934 Japan renounces Wash Naval Treaty of 1922 and London Treaty of 1930. In 1937 Constitution of Ireland Irish Bunratnar H. Iran is enacted and Irish Free State is named Era. Thess vs. Marshall 1937 Lou Thesz beats Everett Marshall in St. Louis to win NWA World Heavyweight title youngest ever. In 1937 Pan Am